Hey guys, okay. Before you download this video, let me explain, okay? I am not saying heroin is a good idea whatsoever. This whole video is just about harm reduction. I'm not saying heroin is horrible. It's not a good idea. But let me watch the video first before you just automatically give me a bunch of dislikes. Okay? Okay. All right. Now to the person who's watching the video who actually does heroin and wants to figure out how they're not going to hurt themselves. Realize that you're going to kill yourself. Well, let me phrase that. You might not even kill yourself. You might just end up ruining your life. You might end up being lucky and getting out of it. Um, it's pretty much like a crapshoot. It's like Russian roulette. Like you might, come out totally fine. You might come out with Hep C. You might not come out at all. You might end up in jail. You might end up in rehab. You might end up a prostitute on the street sucking dick for dope. Who knows? That's the Russian roulette of heroin. Okay. But you already know that. If you're doing that, you already know where this is leading. There are no, old school heroin addicts. There are people that have been doing heroin for 40 years. That does not happen because you either end up getting clean, you end up in jail for a long time, or you're dead. End point, set, match, done. That's it. You can't be a weekend warrior. It's not a party drug. There aren't heroin parties because everyone's just, that's not a party. There aren't heroin parties. You could do it with a bunch of people, but that's actually probably the safest thing you could do, actually. But it's not like a party atmosphere like most drugs. But you already know that. You're doing this, so you already know that. So I'm gonna give any tips that I possibly had that helped me get through it without having any horrible disease or any real long-term effects. I mean, honestly, there are a few effects. Like, if I look at pictures before I did heroin and looking at pictures now, my skin has changed. It aged me. I definitely, it definitely has fucked up my memory. I have scar tissue in both of my arms, which is wonderful. Especially when a doctor takes blood and they can feel that. And they're like, it's like, yeah, it was the past. And it will always be there. I've been clean for about 7 years, and there's still time to think about it. I found a syringe actually on the boardwalk the other day, and it fucking punched me in the face pretty much. Not the syringe, obviously. Just the idea of finding a syringe, I was like, I couldn't breathe for a second. So it will affect you for the rest of your life. Okay, so here's how to hopefully not get diseases, and hopefully before you hit that rock bottom where you need to. Okay, first things first. Always, 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 if you can't get clean needles, which I did find out in the state of New Jersey, you now can get clean needles. You can actually go to Walmart and get, I think, like 10 or something. Don't show up there at 4 in the morning with fucking sunglasses on and like try to act like it's fine. Act like you're a diabetic or act like you're a junkie, own up to what you are. Like don't try to hide it because they know. So just own up to what you are. It's fine. So you can get clean needles. If you can't get a clean needle, you have to get a point from your dealer. Don't trust your dealer that he's going to give you a clean, real point. Like, just don't trust it. Open that bitch up, inspect it. If it's barbed, if it has like I got one once that had a fucking cotton ball on the bottom of the tip, and we all know that's a cotton shot, guys. We all know it's been used. Also, I read this off the DEA's website. So this is what I used to do every time I would get my needles. I would literally get bleach and sterile water like out of a bottle, and you take the bleach and you pull it through 10 times. And then you take your water and pull through 10 times. And yes, you're sitting there and you want to get high and you're sick and all this stuff. Take that 30 seconds to clean your fucking needle out. Most hep and those kind of diseases, once they hit air, a lot of them will dissipate. Like AIDS, HIV, whatever, the minute it hits the air, it's gone. That doesn't mean you should clean your needles out because you never fucking know. As for hep can actually stay for like up to like 16 to 24 hours, like a really long time. So just be smart. Take that fucking 30 seconds to try to save your life a little bit. You don't want hep. You don't want HIV. You don't want it. You don't want the mistake you're making now to kill you. If you can at least semi-prevent it. Don't trust people. Don't trust a goddamn person. Don't trust your best fucking friend. Don't trust anyone. Everyone will fuck you over. Everybody who's in this community is gonna fuck you over. Nobody cares about you. Nobody likes you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. The dealer doesn't care about you, even if you guys are friends. Now, mind you, you can find some people that are dealers that are generally good people. It's hard to say, and I know when I say that, people are gonna be like, "Fuck that." I've had some dealers that generally gave a fuck about me. But there are people who will fuck you over for anything. Now, case in point, always trust your gut, and this is why I'm going to tell this little story. I had a new dealer. Because when you are dependent on something, you don't have one dealer, you have like 5. So I had a new dealer, and he had good shit, and decent prices, always came through, awesome. So I'm fucking sick. Like I usually made sure I was never sick, always had like backup. Because luckily I was a functioning addict where I had a full-time job and could sort of support my habit. So do I. So gut feeling. I was sick. I went to the guy's house, and this is a trap house. There's always motherfuckers there. I went to the house, and he wasn't there yet. And I'm like, okay, and I'm sick. I'm fucking sweating. I don't feel good. And this dude I've never seen before, big black dude, comes up to me, and he's like, hey, you trying to cop some dog food? Because for some reason it's called dog food. And I was like, yeah, because I'm fucking like sick as shit. And I'm like, I'm waiting for Bob. I don't remember his fucking name. And he's like, I'll come hook you up. And in my gut, I was like, this is probably a bad idea. But I wanted to get high. So I got up, started walking with this guy to his car. Luckily, Bob started walking towards me. And we sort of intercepted. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, you were there. So I was going to go with him to get some. And he's like, and he sort of like grabbed my arm and he's like, come with me. And he's like, no, I got her, and came with me. And the look on his face was terrifying. So I was just like, I almost just died because I didn't want to wait an extra 10 minutes to get my dope. So be smart. Use a little bit of the brain that you have left. Use your gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, it's not fucking right. If you put water in a bag, if you mix your bag up, because I know tar, I only did powder, so I know about. If you mix your bag up and it doesn't mix right, if it turns to a gel or something like that, don't do it. Here's another fucking story. Learn from my idiocy, okay? Learn from me being an idiot. I put my water in, I mixed my shot up, and it turned to gel. Anybody who does it, for people who don't do heroin, all of you, hopefully, it's a water. It's watery. It's not gel-like. I mixed my water in and turned to gel. But there's a little bit of water on the side, so of course I still took about 10, I was doing about 40 cc's usually shots. And I had about 10 cc's of liquid, usually 4 cc's. I was like, this is weird. So I took the 10 cc's and I shot it. And I got this pain that felt like somebody was stabbing me in the fucking brain all the way down my spine. So at the point that I collapsed, I was just like, pain. And my friend was like, 911 pain? And I'm like, I don't know. Luckily, it dissipated after a while. I got less and less and less. Of course, at that point, I was like, I'm never doing heroin again, and was shooting up within like an hour. Come to find out, I looked it up online. Because you don't get pure heroin. And they're going to tell you it's fire. They're going to tell us the best, the purest shit out there. No, you don't get pure heroin. What I got had morphine in it, which, okay, opiate, yay. Whoever put morphine in it did not clean off the capsule. So I had the capsule part, like the capsule, but the coating on the pill in it. And that's what I shot into my veins. And that's why I got really sick. If I did a whole entire bag of that, I would probably not be here. So, again, if it doesn't look right, don't fucking do it. I know it sounds so crazy to say that, but don't fucking do it. Try to trust your fucking gut. Be smart. Do not steal from your dealer. Do not. You will get shot. The end. They don't care how long you've known him, how good, how buddy is your boy. No, he will fucking kill you. End of story. Do not steal. Do not rip off other junkies. A, it's bad for your fucking karma. And junkie karma is junkie karma. It's bad for your fucking karma. And B, they'll fucking kill you. See, always trust your fucking guts. If it doesn't seem like right, or seems too good to be true, or you're getting 4 free bags or something, they're going to eventually want something for those free bags. Okay, and the last case in point, your hustle. Everybody ends up with some kind of hustle. You need some kind, because even though I was working 40 hours a week and I had a good job, it was still not enough money. I still need a little bit more. So I figured out a hustle that didn't hurt anybody. My rule was always to never hurt someone else. Never let my killing of myself hurt other people, because that's what it is. You're killing yourself. You're passive aggressively suicide. That's what it is. You're committing passive aggressive suicide. You might die, you might not, and it doesn't really matter. So accept that part of it. So I had my hustle and I did not hurt anybody, and I was not hurting people, really. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't think I can actually do it legally. Your hustle needs to be something that's not going to hurt anybody. Do not steal from your mom, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your brother, because if you ever do get clean, you're going to feel like shit like the rest of your life about that. And again, karma. Try your hardest to do nothing that's going to hurt anyone besides possibly you, because, well, it's probably going to hurt you in some way. Yeah, so your best thing you can do is not do it. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Even if you have to turn things like Suboxone and Subutex that has this horrible reputation, it's still better than doing heroin. Even like, and I hate to say this, and it sounds horrible, but if you are doing pills and you're thinking about possibly doing heroin, keep doing the fucking pills. The pills may kill you. Heroin will kill you. The pills may kill you, but at least you know what's in there. Heroin could be anything. Could be fucking rat poisoning, because a lot of junkies don't give a fuck. A lot of dealers don't give a fuck about you. Okay? Again, like I said, the only thing that's gonna really save your life is not to do it and to stop doing fucking heroin. But if you are gonna do it, be smart, be clean about it. In your kit, you should always have sterile water, alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, so you can clean your fucking arm. One of the biggest ways people die, besides ODing, is in blood infections. You get a blood infection because if your arm's fucking dirty, that's going inside your body. It goes inside your body. Peace. So try to be smart. In your kit, always have stuff that's going to help keep you safe. If you are one of those states that you can get, oh my God, I can't think of what it's called. If you can get the anti-OD medication, oh my God, I'm blanking on it. Okay, it'll be down here somewhere because I'll put it in the description because I can't think what the fuck it is. Have that in your kit. If you're able to get the anti-OD medication, please have that in your kit. Don't do drugs by yourself if you can prevent it. If you do it with someone else, at least they'll see if you start acting crazy. If you are getting high with your friend and your friend seems real fucking out of it, and basically if your friend seems like they're ODing, take them, throw them into the shower. Cold water, try to get them back. If that's not getting them back, call 911. Even if you have to put them on the street corner, call 911. Because that friend might hate you for fucking putting them, whatever, in that situation where cops don't know they do drugs. They're not going to hate you enough when they're alive. I'd rather have an alive friend that hates me than a dead friend that I watched fucking die. Because even if you get sober, these things are going to come back to you. They're going to come back to you anyway, even if you're fucked up. So you want to live your life, even if you're fucking still doing fucking dope, you want to live your life a way that is not going to make you feel like a piece of shit forever. That you're not making horrendous mistakes. So don't hurt others anymore. I mean, you are hurting others because you're going to hurt your family. We know this. But try your hardest not to actually hurt others on purpose. Okay? Hi, guys. Bye.